Hi everyone, welcome to another Flutter tutorial. In this video, we will explore two powerful widgets, which are ListView and ListView.builder. These widgets are essential for creating scrollable lists in your Flutter app. Let's dive in and learn how to use them effectively. ListView is a scrollable list of widgets arranged vertically or horizontally, while ListView.builder is a more effective version designed for lists with a large or dynamic number of items. Let's start with a simple example of static list view. So I have a body here, and I'm going to show you why list view is being used. Normally, when you want to have a list of children widgets, we normally use column or row. You can check my video on column or row to understand how column and row are being used. So when you have your column here, you have your children, and then you can list, let's say container, list of now we're creating list of containers, and I'm going to make this 400 pixel, and I'm going to give you a color of blue. I'm just going to copy this, make it gray, and I'm going to save this. Now okay, they're all blue. Let me change this to red and this to gray and save this. Now you can see that when my container reached the bottom of my app screen here, I'm getting an overflow error, and that's where list view comes in. Instead of using column here, I'm going to use list view, and with this I can easily scroll. So instead of having an overflow error here, once my container reach the bottom of my mobile app here, you can easily scroll to continue with it. So that's where list view comes in place. Let me create another example to explain this more before I move into ListView.builder. So you can have list view and this. Then I'm going to be having my children widget, and then I can say list type. If you don't understand how list type also work, I have a tutorial on this. You can check that on my YouTube channel. So the first thing I'm going to be adding is LinkedIn, which is going to be icons dot fast food. I'm going to add constant here. To remove the blue line. Then I'm going to be having my title. This is going to be test, or make it pizza. So I want to create a list of food, let's say in a restaurant. I'm going to save this now. When I save this, you can see this here. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to have comma here and copy that. And then I'm going to duplicate it as many times as I want, and then I'll save it. Now you can see my list of food item in a restaurant. So I can change this from, the first one is pizza. So let's change this to burger, and this to pasta, and this to salad, this to rice, beans, and the last one here to say donuts. And let's say this. So you can basically see pizza, burger, pasta, salad, rice, beans, and donut, and you can do the same thing for the icon. And these are ways you use your list view. So when you're building a large application, it's not advisable to have all this list like this. So one thing you can do is that I can come to my lib folder here and I can create a new file and say food.dat. So what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to create a reusable widget here, that instead of me having to list out all this repetition of list I like this, I can just create a reusable widget here that I can reuse and pass the name and the icon that I need to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a class, a stateless widget class, which is going to be my food. Into just import. Yeah. So here, instead of returning a container like this, I'm going to return a list style. And then this list style, it's going to have an icon. Let me use leading, sorry. And then this is going to be my icon. So I can come here and say final and put my icon. And I can still add on that thing called final, which is going to be my food name. So I'm going to add those to this. So there. I can just click this and just say required this dot my icon, and that's it. Required this dot my food, my food name. Yeah. I'm gonna with this. And so instead of using I can just put my icon here, and then I can say my title to be my food name. Yeah. And I'm going to say this. So I have this like this now. So whenever instead of me using lister like this, I'm just going to remove all this. And to remove all this. Sorry. Yeah. I'm going to remove this, and I'm just going to say my food. And it's expecting me to pass an icon and a food name. So this is just going to be icon, and it's going to be icons dot fast food. And then I can give this also a name, which is going to be you can give this also, I can pass this on the test widget, and then I'm going to say pizza, and then I can just save this now. And yeah, I have this, so I can copy the same thing here, and I can say this is rice, and this is burger, and this is going to be beans. Save it. So I have my list of food here. So here the list view widget display a scrollable and vertical list of food item. So the advantage of using this is that once the list of food I have gets here, it can be scrollable. So I can scroll it, you see, I can scroll it up and down. Major advantage of creating a widget like this is that it enables you to customize your widget to whatever design you have. So like this, I can wrap this up with a container widget and do some customization on it. But in this tutorial, I won't be doing that, but I'm just showing you how you can create a widget and you can make it reusable. So I'm going to remove this. Just going to move this. Move this. Okay. I'm going to copy a list of food and then I'm going to paste it here to save us time. So I have my list of food here, which is pizza, burger, pasta, salad, sushi, tacos, fries, steak, ice cream, and donut. So I'm not going to use list view this time around. I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to remove this now, and then I'm going to use what we call ListView.builder like this. So the first thing your ListView.builder will take is that it will take your item builder, and this is going to be context, and then it's going to be index. You're going to take an index. Then you are expected to return a widget. So after writing this, you are to return your widget. You have to return a widget which is going to display the data of your list of food. So we already created a widget here that we can use. So I can just say my food, and then I can now add. We have a list of food items here, so I can say this is going to be I'm going to use a single icon for every one of them. We can have a list of icons also, assuming you're generating your data from your server, you're using JSON file, then I can simply do that with this. But since we are not doing that, I'm just going to use a single icon for all of my food. So icons dot, let's still use fast food, and then this I'm going to make this dynamic because we're getting this the food name from the list of food items that we have here. I'm going to say food item, then I'm going to put index. So I'm going to have this. Yeah. So this simply means that food item at each index, so it's going to iterate over this food item. The first one is pizza, the next one is burger, the next one is pasta, then salad, sushi, tacos, fries, and so you're going to go over each one of them, and it's going to display them here. So but before we do that, another thing that is very important is that we have to add our item count. So I'm going to clean this here. So we have our item count, and this item count will allow you to display a number of it will allow you to choose the number of list you want to display on your screen. So if I say I just want 3 and I save this now, I'm getting type string is not a subtype of widget. Okay, yeah, I'm getting this error because I'm supposed to use test here. So I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to say food item, yeah, and this index. Let's save this now. Yeah, so the error is gone. So we have pizza, burger, and pasta here. So but because we don't know the list of food item, the number of the we don't know the exact number of food on our food item, so we can just say, instead of using 3, we can say food item dot length. So it's going to print out, it's going to display the list of all the food on our food item list. So we say this, we have everything. So from pizza, burger, pasta, salad, and all that. So this is how you can work with ListView.builder. The ListView.builder widget dynamically creates list item based on the provided food item list, making it effective for handling larger database. So another thing that we can do with ListView is that we can add divider between them like this. So we're going to be using ListView dot separated, and then because we have ListView dot separated, we're going to have what we call, let me add command here, comma, this just to format it. Then we're going to have our separator builder, and then this is going to take context and index, and then we're going to return a divider widget, which is going to take the color which you want your divider to be. So I'm going to have colors dot gray, and I'm going to give it 200 here. Add semicolon here, save it. So you can see now that we have divider. Let me remove this so that you can see it better. So we have divider. So the good thing about this is that you will never increase the list of the food and it's scrollable. So let me return the shade I had, 200, and save this back. So that's how you can add divider to your list view. And lastly, before I end this video, the same way we have column and we have row, the same way we can make our list to be vertical or horizontal. And let me just share this example with us. So I'm going to paste this code here. So it's still basically on what we've been doing since. So we have our list view here, and we have children, which are container. So I'm going to let me comment this first for now. Let me save this. So you can see that our container is on vertical axis. So it's like this. So but if I want to change it from this vertical axis, all I just need to add is scroll direction and make this horizontal, and you can see it's on horizontal: pizza, burger, pasta, salad. Then I can scroll sushi. So if I have more, I can stay. So let me just copy this, paste it here, and save it. So I can have, so this is horizontal. So when you're having something horizontal like this, you have to add this scroll direction and make it axis dot vertical. But if you remove this, by default is going to be vertical. So by setting the scroll direction to axis dot horizontal, we create a horizontally scrollable list of food item. ListView and ListView.builder are essential for building scrollable lists in Flutter. Use ListView for static content and ListView.builder for dynamic and large data sets. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. See you in the next video. Thank you.